It's your boy back in your face again. One more episode of Bearded and Tatted. This video I'm gonna go into different beard styles that's out there available and different different concepts of how you want to grow your beard and stuff. And one thing I want to say, the first thing I want to say is that don't be ashamed to try to you see somebody's style of beard and take on that beard for your own likings. You know what I mean? Every great accomplishment in life for mankind starts with a plan. People went to the moon. People didn't just fly into the fucking air and say, "Yeah, ooh, we're on the moon." No, it took great planning. They got on those ships, they built those rocket ships, and they made it to the moon. You know what I mean? People didn't. Where else can I say? I would say like the pharaohs. They didn't just fucking start throwing a bunch of stones at somebody and then they start piling up and say, "Oh shit, look, pyramids." Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. No, you need a plan. This is how it works. Everything in life that you set on a journey, you need a plan. So I say all that to say that there are many different types of beards out there that you can adapt as your own for your own likings. Is what I'm trying to say. Don't let nobody come up to you after you grow your style of beard and say, "Oh, you took my style of beard." Fuck off. No. You show me a patent that says that nobody else can grow this goddamn beard, then no. Fuck off that bullshit. Okay, this is my shit. I liked how you look. Take it as a compliment, nigga. Take that shit as a compliment. I liked your shit, so I'm gonna do my shit. I don't see your ass every day. It doesn't work like that. Now that I got that off my chest, one of the most common style of beards is going to be, I would say, the short beard with dark definition. Not a 5 o'clock shadow, but definitely the motherfucker's got a beard on his face. You know what I mean? Maybe reasons that he can't have a real woolly beard for his job. Maybe something. Maybe he may be a bitch ass nigga and his wife doesn't want him to have a beard, but he's gonna try to sneak in a little, beard in between haircuts and shit. But I have no idea. But anyway. What I'm trying to say is that one of the most common beards you will find out there is, I like to call them a baby beard, you know what I mean? I started there, fuck, everybody goes through that when growing the beard, but anyway, it's nothing to be ashamed of. But what a baby beard is something like, I would say celebrity beard would be something like what Common would have. Or Drake, I call that a baby beard, where they keep it at a certain level, really, really low, but you see that dark definition. And I would even say Joe Budden. Joe Budden's got a baby beard also. That being said, a lot of people always talk shit and try to, throw shade at me, talking about I look like Joe Budden or I look like Common. But anyway, fuck, it all comes with it, with the little beard shit. I'm pretty sure you all go through that. Somebody said, "Oh, look at your boy, he looks like such and such, or looks like whoever you look like." I don't know. Another bird style I want to get to is one of the most famous birds, or probably one of the niggas that actually put the bird on the map, you know what I mean? For the black community anyway. It's your boy Rick Ross. You can't deny Rick Ross' bird is on point, you know what I mean? His bird is what I like to call a boss bird. Most people go to the barber and say, "Want that Rick Ross look?" Or I like to call it like a boss beard. Now, what a boss beard is a full face beard that goes straight from ear to nose, straight from ear to nose, straight from ear to nose. All down here is just full of shit, and it usually looks rounded. If you look at it from any angle, it's like totally rounded, big and round, full face, and all that shit there. Like I call it like from ear to nostril. That's how I like to put it. Now, what happens is usually around here. It's usually, it's shaved bald, so it's got the full beard, and around here is usually shaved, and you see the appearance of skin in there, around there. One thing about a boss beard or a Rick Ross beard, you will notice that the mustache doesn't grow woolly and wild. It's actually groomed, shaved on low, and then connects to the outgrowth of the full beard. So that, my friends, is what I call a boss beard or a Rick Ross style beard. Now, another beard that I want to start talking about is the Freeway beard. You know that nigga Freeway, the rapper Freeway. got that bird with that bird on the map. You know what I mean? You can't deny that shit looks dope, right? What a freeway beard usually consists of is full face, but it doesn't come from ear to nostril. What usually happens is it comes down. The hairline usually comes down and goes in line with the chin, sort of follows your jawline right down into your chin area, which leaves your groomed and your mustache is usually groomed if you have a mustache at all, and it usually groomed and goes down and will meet up to your full face beard down in your chin area down there, and usually your inside of here is usually cut down into a V shape. And then you have all skin exposed right there. That is known as a freeway beard. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna put some pictures down there in the actual video. So every time I talk about a beard, I'll drop in a picture and show the motherfucker I'm talking about when it comes to talking about these beards. But yeah, the freeway beard, can't deny, shit's dope as hell. Not for me, that's not the type of beard that I wanted, but nonetheless. And usually with a freeway type beard, like me, I comb downwards all the time to try to get the effective beard that I want to. I'll get into that later on. But the freeway beard, them motherfuckers, they comb this shit upwards and pick it out, brush forward, everything brush forwards and outwards. So it gives it as full effect as possible, and that shit is just, you know, it's just out there, you know what I mean? And for some guys, hey, you don't knock nobody's beard ever. That's the last thing you want to do. A man's beard is like his pride and joy, but hey, it's not the beard for me. But on other niggas, that shit looks dope as hell. Trust me, I like the freeway style beard, and it suits freeway and other niggas out there. But like I said, it's not for me. So the next beard I want to get into is I really didn't know the name of it or the fucking name for it, but I'm just gonna call it how I see it. If you go to New York, I mean, or you know, you see a lot of the black men who actually follow the Muslim faith. So I like to call it a Muslim beard. It's not like the Muslim beard you'll find if you went down to Afghanistan and all the places like that. Down there with the real Muslim faith leaders, you know, they have the big ass woolly beards and shit. They don't touch this shit for nothing. But black men that I see in New York area, they usually have what is known as, I call it the Muslim beard or New York style beard. Now, what that looks like, it looks like a full beard, like what I would have here. But instead of growing it all out on the sides, what I see is that they have it shaved down really, really close, almost like a fade, like a fade that faded all the way down until it gets to the chin area, and then it would actually grow into a full beard in the chin area. They grow that really, really full. And what I see is I've actually got a cousin that has a beard just like this here also, and a few guys in Korea that have this beard. And they would take the brush and they would all brush it forward, from under, and comb it forward, brush it forward, until it actually, if you look at it from the side, the beard is actually sticking outwards like that. So it's shaved all the way down, shaved really, really close to the sides, and then it goes down into the actual full beard in the front, and it's all brushed forward and stuff like that. Usually underneath the lip area is not filled in, so it's usually shaped up and allow for some of the skin. Some guys may have a little line right here that connects to the bottom of it, and then it's open on the side. Or some guys have the full beard, the heel inside underneath the lip area, fully shaved and stuff like that. So that is what I call the New York style or the Muslim beard. Always well groomed, just like the Rick Ross or the Boss beard. Always well groomed. Perfectly cut. Always looks on point. If they do take care of it, like I said, the mustache areas always groomed and stuff, not left to grow wild and stuff like that. Now the next beard I want to get into, Kimbo Slice. Everybody knows Kimbo Slice, you know what I mean? You all get teased about, oh yeah, Kimbo Slice, motherfucker. Nah, that's all good, you know what I mean? But yeah, Kimbo Slice beard. There's really nothing to it, you know what I mean? Yeah, it takes a great deal to grow that much beard. Many of you, and even myself, would never see that much facial hair on my face. I don't care how much vitamins you take, you know what I mean? That's all with genetics. If that's in your genetics, then yeah, you can grow that. But for the average nigga, growing that type of facial hair, that's unethical. It's unheard of. Kimbo Slice's beard is full face. Everything is just poof out there, you know what I mean? It's just left to grow wild. If you look at all his pictures, I'll put a picture down there also in the video and show you what I'm talking about. But his mustache is just left to grow wild. His cheek area, from, like I said, from ear to nostril, all underneath his neck, underneath his chin, everywhere is just poof out there. He doesn't shave or fuck, he doesn't comb shit, doesn't look like anyway. Everything is just like out there like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? But that's not the bird for me. Like I said, some guys might want it, you know what I mean? I don't know. But hey, again, if that's your thing, Kimbo Slice bird is the way to go if that's what you like. If you're not into, I mean, say Rastafarian, you know, Rastafarians can even cut anything either. So, you know, the Kimbo Slice bird may be the bird for you. Alright, the next bird I'm gonna get into, again, many of us will never see a bird or facial hair like this in our lifetimes. It's the smack white bird. Smack white bird, his shit is on point. Trust me when I tell you. That smack white shit, a lot of guys dream of that type of bird. I mean, a lot of guys, you have birds started off looking at this shit and saying, I want that shit. Realistically speaking, me myself, I would never see that. I don't know. You know what I mean? I never can tell. Only time will tell, and genetics can tell. But other than that, smack white bird, on fucking point. That's Smack White from URL, Underground Rap Scene, and all that shit there. Smack White bird is just like Kimbo Slice's bird, but that shit is well groomed and on point. Trust me when I tell you. The only thing about Smack White's bird from the Kimbo Slice bird is his beard does not go from ear to nostril. His beard goes from ear to the side of the mouth, just like how mine is. And his mustache is well groomed. You know, it's left to grow out more than a shaved down mustache. It's growing out, but it's like I said, it's well groomed and full instead of shaved down. That's the Smack White bird. Like I said, he's trained his bird to grow down, so it looks like he combs his bird down and stuff like that to actually grow downwards and make the front of it, instead of sticking out, it grows completely down. Believe it or not, that's the kind of style that I'm going for. So I'm gonna put a picture of my bird girl down in the video also, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm looking for. My bird girl is some random motherfucker. I don't even know the guy. Saw him on Facebook, on Instagram, you know, scrolling through, like, you know what I mean? So after I grew up my bird to find out where my natural lines were and stuff like that there, which is what I recommend you do. Don't just look at a picture and say that's how I want to grow it. You have to grow your beard out first to find your natural lines. At least 3 months. 3 months at least to find out where your natural hairline is and stuff, and where there's stuff underneath your beard. Once you do that, then you can go into picking a style and designing your beard to suit your face and you know, suit your lifestyle. Like I said, some people can't have beards at the jaw, some people can. Like me, I cannot have a crazy beard because I drive public transportation. If you didn't know, yes, I do drive public transportation in the island of Bermuda, and I'm in the public eye all the time, so I cannot have a crazy looking beard. So I have to find a style that keeps my beard neat at all times, also while also getting fuller at the same time. In that aspect. But like I said, I was on Instagram and I was just scrolling through. You know, once you got a beard, you know, you get into everything you do has something to do with birds in it. No matter what you get into, it has something to do with birds. You go on Instagram, you're on bird pages, looking at people's birds and shit, and just getting ideas. And like for instance, you're gonna be on YouTube looking at bird shit, and you're gonna see me pop out talking about this shit. So my point exactly, no matter what you get into, as soon as you jump on the computer, you're going on YouTube, or you get on your phone, you're going into Instagram looking at beard pages and shit like that. It's just the beauty of the beast, you know what I mean? Once you get your beard, you join a beard fraternity, and it's beard brotherhood. That's how it goes. Anyway, getting back to it. Saw this nigga on, this motherfucker on Instagram, scrolling through. I saw this guy's beard, man. I was like, damn, that shit's from point. You know what I mean? I saw this shit, I was like, I need that. That's what I need. That's my beard style. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So I've been grooming my beard to actually grow like that. For the last, I can't remember how long I've been doing it for. I have to go back and look at my dates and when I started. And maybe my next beard update. But yeah, so if you notice my beard, I train my beard to grow downwards, and it's full all the way at the back. and it stretches along, and then at the front, instead of growing upwards, I train it to grow downwards. As you can see, it's growing down, the sides are growing downwards. So it looks like somebody actually took hair and molded it, you know, right onto my face, into the exact shape that I wanted to. I grew in this style because I want my beard to look as impressive from the front as it does from the side. Like I said, but don't judge it right now because I haven't had a haircut now. Fuck, if I made a video every time I had a haircut, or had the time to, if I had the time to make a video every time I got a haircut, then fuck, you would never see my face on YouTube. That being said, like I said, don't mind me, I haven't had a haircut yet, and this is pretty much growing out. I actually due to get a haircut tomorrow. No, actually on Thursday. Tomorrow, yeah, get a haircut tomorrow. So, like I said, that's my style. I'll put a picture of the actual beard that I like, or my beard girl, in the video, the actual video, and like I said, don't be ashamed to strive to get, you know. Put it this way, it's good to have a beard girl. You need a beard girl. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna get the outcome and achieve the outcome that you're looking for in anything in life. So, that being said, thanks for checking out my video. Please like, comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Stay blessed. Beard on, beard gang. And remember, man doesn't grow the beard grows that man. Alright? Peace.